Hiya, welcome back. I'm Rob, YouTube's granddad. So the first part of actually putting the shed and assembling it all together is to work out on how you want to build it. Do you want to build the flooring first? Do you want to do the sides first? Now obviously you see from the pre-built video that I've already got all the sides and that all cut to shape. So what I'm actually going to do is build the struts for the bottom, and then I'm going to build up with the flooring first so that I can then assemble the side panels onto the side of it with some help tomorrow. So I'm cutting these to 6 foot lengths because it's literally going to be a 6 foot square shed, which makes it a little bit easier really. So what you have to do is cut how many struts you want for underneath the shed, which I'm going to go for 5, which I think will be enough. And then what I'm going to do is still cut more to 6 foot lengths that I've got anyway. And then what I will do is lay 3 bits of the wood flat on top of 3 bits of this wood that I cut to 6 foot length, and then fix them in place. So you've got a whole panel and make up 4 complete panels. And then we'll go from there really. So we'll get on and sort this out. So like I said, each bit is going to be 6 foot long, and we may have to adjust a little bit as we go, depending on, because obviously when they cut the wood at B&Q, obviously you've got to account for the blade, because a lot of time the blade is quite thick, so it will trim a little bit off. So all the panels should be 2 foot across because it was 6 foot wide. However, you've got to account for the blade, so it will be slightly less. So if you start off with a 6 foot thingy, don't be surprised if you've got to adjust it a little bit. So the best thing to do is make up the square and the flooring as best you can to start off with, and then when you're done with that, and then start putting up say 2 sides, and then once you put the 2 sides and fix them into place, which I will show you as we go, you will see whether or not the flooring matches up exactly. And if it doesn't, once you've fixed the first 2 panels in place, you can then adjust it before putting all the rest. But we'll see that after we've cut all this wood. So I will get on with this, and then you'll see the next bit of the mow. See you in a minute.
Hello, this is Rob, YouTube's granddad. I've got a camera woman with me today. She may giggle, so it might make me laugh. So we're going to crack on with assembly of the shed. So the first thing you always have to do is make the flooring. Now, again, I was doing everything to a 6 foot cube square. But one thing you've got to be careful of is the fact that even though I've cut these lengths of woods too, that on the ground, which is going to be for the flooring and for the plating of the side panels and everything else, one thing you have to be careful of is simply the fact that when you put one of these on 3 side panels on the floor, it works out that the side panels, even remember I said about the blade, so it looks like all 3 panels together aren't quite 6 foot. So I will make the flooring up, then probably have to adjust as we go, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so we're going to start off by trying to get the flooring down. So because it's 6 foot squared, I'm going to do and sort of try and edge it out that we have 5 bits on the floor. So I'm going to stick one here so I know roughly what 6 foot is. Then I'm going to put all this wood down and then sort of try and space them out as best I could. And what I'm going to do is make the flooring out of the offcuts that I got out of the wood. I may have to get some more wood. We'll wait and see. Follow me. So I'm just going to go get enough bit of wood to do the wood. So because I know that is 6 foot length and to what the shape should be, I'm literally going to do one on the outside edge, and then what we have to do is try and get it flat and straight as well. So one on the outside edge, one which should be roughly middle of the floor panel when it goes down, and then I just need to adjust that one. So again, we'll put that just on the inside like that. That should be fine. This one will go just a little bit in, and then this one will be dictated I could put 6 in, we'll see how it goes, is by this wood that's going to go down on top of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is see the best way to do it. So again, it's going down like that. So we're going to fix it into place nice and straight. And as you can see that bit, so I probably will put another bit of wood down. So we do that, then get it like that, and then we will move this one over, take it over a little bit, because at the end of the day, this wood is cheap wood, you can replace it easy enough. So if you're not going to get a couple of bits, it's easy, no problems at all. So push that all under there, make sure the wood's flat, and then this one can go underneath there. Obviously the one at the front will be coming out, and all this is all for is ventilation. But remember, only to come halfway over, and the reason being is because you're going to have to put another joint across there at some point. So you've got to make sure this is all plumb square on it as well. So what we're going to do first is get these nice and straight, which is, to be honest, the fiddly bit. So what we're going to do is screw and fix into place this end one, so it's nice and flat. I'm going to grab my drill and screw screw bits. And again though, make sure the screws are ones that can go outside. Otherwise what will happen over time, so that kneeling in place, it's not going to move. But what's going to happen over time, if these aren't outdoor screws, they're going to literally just end up snapping through time and everything else. So just get into place a little bit. Right, okay. Hello. Right, one of the problems we found was that when we were putting the screws into the first hole, because of this type of wood, it just completely seized the screw in it. So what I'm going to do is pre-drill some holes, just so the screw can just go in the wood underneath, which will be a lot easier at the end of the day. So we're just going to put 2 screws in each. Didn't need any more than that, so let's prove it. So let's just take this back out, comes out. Always put these somewhere where you can find them, otherwise it'll get annoying. So again, hold that there, hold this, and this will undo. So then put this in there, put it back on the reverse again, and it'll do up. Then you hold that in, and it locks it into place. So again, now put one fixing in there, and because you've already gone through that with a pilot hole, it should go in a lot easier for you. So there you go. That's going to be really easy into the bottom part of the wood. So we're now going to do this bit of wood, and that way you've got your solid base to start off with. So put another fixing in there, and again the pilot hole will save you a lot of hassle. It'll help keep the screws straight, especially if you're putting longer ones in. There you go. So it's down nice and flat. You know this is completely square to that bit of wood, so you know you have no issues that way. So what we're going to do now, do the next bit of wood, which is here. And the reason you have these gaps is for ventilation when the wood's actually, when the shed's actually made up. So what we're going to do now is do the next bit of wood, and then I'm just going to drill holes for the whole lot of the wood now, and just literally repeat that process all the way through. So first thing we do, but again when you do it, be careful. If you're holding this and you ain't got gloves on, it could rip through your fingers. So I would suggest holding your fingers a lot lower on the flat bit here, and then hold that, turn that, and it'll lock into place. Then the easiest way, especially doing this, kneel on the wood. That way nothing should move. So again, And when you feel it go through, then just take it off, go back, and then do the next one. Like that. That's it, take it back. But the key thing here, make sure your wood stays levelled out. Otherwise it will start go wrong. So like that, to make sure it's all nice and levelled and flat here along the front edge. So again, kneeling on it. Again, you see this side of the wood. And you can feel when it gets through this harder part of the wood. And again, down here, screw down. At the end of the day, the more fixtures you have in place, the better and more solid the floor will be. So again, you're doing it about halfway on this wood here. So what we'll do is now screw down through here. And don't forget, the key now on this bit of wood is to leave half of the supporting strut empty, so that when you support it to the other bit, you've got another bit of wood that can go across there. So again, and where you're so near the edge here, if you didn't, it would simply just split the wood. So again, undo this, take that off. Again, keep the wood solid so everything underneath it stays in place. So we've got that. And tip a few screws out, just make it easier for yourself. So again, look, do it the wrong way. So pop that back on here and take it back, and that will go down. Put that in there, flick it back on this bit here, and it will do like that. Then push that in, and again, lock it off. So now we'll start putting the screws in place. So put them on first, like that, so it goes down. Start taking it down a little bit so it goes into the wood. Once you're so far down, sometimes they go a little bit further if you want, but as long as it's holding the wood, that's literally all that matters. So again on this one, like that, and just keep going. And what you're going to have is a good solid base, which at the end of the day, you're building a shed, is what you want. Nice good solid base, good solid floor. And again, you don't have to use the drill bit to do it, but you'll find it a lot easier and a lot quicker, especially if you've got a lot to do. So again, go like that. When it's so far down, then just take it all the way down. Slow down when you get here, you can do, then you don't have to go all the way in. So again, here, fixing him, and then just take this down like that. Like that. And then do this one, and you put your fixing in there again. Right, now that's all down, you literally now just repeat the process all the way through until you've got a really good solid floor. But I've only got so much of this, so I'm going to make the floor first as much as I can before I need to go and get extra bits of this. But once I've made this part of the floor up, then I should be able to put two sides onto it, and I will show you how I make that up as well. So now we've got all these fixings, so just chuck them on there. You know we're going to use them, but key factor here is don't leave any fixings on the floor. Either your granddaughter or someone else could tread on them and hurt themselves. So we'll leave that there. Now we'll keep going through. So I'll get another bit of wood. And then we carry on exactly the same process. One thing you did notice, Jess, I'm going to have to get a grinder because I didn't realise the nails were a little bit longer than I thought. Say again?
I said, you ain't got it downloaded on your phone already.
Oh no, it's on the GoPro. And you didn't listen to me. I said it's already on the GoPro. That's just gone good. Right, now we're going to lift the panels into place. Hopefully we don't have much issues. So hand spin. That's it. Walk all the way back, just watch yourself and go level. Don't worry about getting it in place yet. So, and then put the corner down gently. Just the corner like that. Then lift up. Right. So, pull your end over a little bit so it doesn't get jammed down there. Right, so now put it back towards you. Oh, that's beautiful actually. That's brilliant fat there, but you're like. So we put the rear one on there, and it should butt up to it. Just worry about getting the fence panel back in.
Oh.
Should do it. I'll play with it. If need be, I'll move the panel back anyway. Right, so just keep it upright, Callum. Yeah. Keep that upright. Perfect. Right, just fix all these into the floor, the base that we made earlier. And the reason we've made the other panel straight away as well is so that we can put the other panel straight on. Right. So let's get the other panel, Callum. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Chuckle Brothers at work. Yeah, that shouldn't go anywhere. So, put this there, pop it up just so it don't go anywhere. I just need something against it, right? Yeah, not that one. Oh, because we've got to go that side. Right, this is going to be the awkward bit. Right. So again, mind your hands on the things, alright? No, stay where you are. I need to spin it around. Right, if you come this way. Okay, so you lift underneath, Callum, but don't put your hands like that. Yes. Ready? So I'm going to come that way first. Right, so go that way. Yeah, go around. Right. Right, ready? So we're going to lift it into place now. Ready? Okay. So you turn around, keep going around, keep going around. Hang on, hang on. So, no, go straight. No, you need to go that way.
This way?
No, that way. Hit the bottom, that's it. Hang on, hang on, hang on. That's it. Right, kick yours over if you can. Right. There we go. Right. Is it on me? It's all about me. Right, okay, we're going to nick this move this panel back into place. We had a slight issue getting it in, but we've sorted the issue. So stand out, kind of. We'll do exactly the same again. Lift it into place, slide it on the wood. Upright, go upright a little bit more. No, upright. Right, hang on, go backwards a little bit. That's it. Need to go this way more now. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Right, kick in at the bottom, Callum. That's it. Right. Hang on. So I need to get that up right. Right. So is the bottom kicked in as far as it can be? Right, okay. Right, hold it up. I'll put a screw in to support it. Right. So I need you to kick the bottom in and keep it in. So put your foot against it and press it or something. That's it. Keep your foot right against it. Yeah. Is it tight, yeah? Yeah. Right. So don't kick anything now. Can you jam your fingers? Right, hang on. Right, just keep it there when it can. Yeah. Right. Right, you let go, Cam. I need to put a screw in around that side anyway, so. Callum, if you hold this here, I'll go around the other side. If you hold that there, you'll see this bottom bubble. Yeah. And the bubble needs to be in the middle. Yeah. There's that. Just push it away from down. I'm going to drill a hole through this now. So where's that wood at the top of it? So I'm going to drill through here. So there. So I need to go. Right. Right. So the other bit of wood's there. So I should. Right, ouch it. Push it, darling. There you go. Right. So just put them as tight as you can together, Callum. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Hello. Well, welcome back. This is the second day of me doing my shed. It rained last night, but lucky enough, I put a load of canopies over it, so a big plastic sheet, so it wouldn't get wet last night, or damp or frost first thing in the morning. So I'm going to carry on today. First thing I do is carry on building the floor up. Now I know the exact size that I can go to the edge of the wood. So I'm going to build it to that, knowing that the other panels of that are literally probably going to sit exactly the same. So I'm going to crack on with that now. Hello. So sorry about the last little bit of audio going quiet. The mic batteries decided to pack up, so I sorted it out, and the only reason I had to mute this bit and do a slight voiceover was simply because when I did sort the mics out and I started to edit this, I realised how loud the music and a lot of, let's just say, swearing and everything else from a garden very nearby where they were having a barbecue. So I decided to do very simple voiceover. As you can see, we're putting on the side of the shed now to make it all up. I've left a gap, obviously that's where I'm going to put the door. And basically I'm just fixing it into place now. Had to do all this last little bit all on my own because obviously it's the second day, and unfortunately I didn't have my granddaughter, my daughter and my son-in-law with me that day, so I was just fixing the last bit in place. But where they helped me do the 2 side panels, that was a godsend. It was just quite tough doing this last little bit. So back to the normal video and normal recordings. Welcome back. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to measure the top bit of the roof, one side to the other, and see if those bits would fit or if I need to trim them down just a little bit. As it happens, like I keep telling you, dads and granddads tend to keep loads of bits of bobs. So what I've got is these brackets, and I'm going to use them to attach these bits of wood to here so that we can then put the roofing on. So I'm going to try and have a look, make sure the measurements of the wood and anything else fit okay. So you have to use the, excuse the sound a little bit, I'm having to use that mic a little bit. My thingy packed up on me, so I just didn't want to stop and I just wanted to carry on. So let me just have a quick look. See that? Theory, that should be fine for that, which is great, but not to the actual roofing. So I'm going to have to trim it back, whatever this roof is. Nice one, that one. Yeah, so the roofing. Oh, that sun's coming out a bit now, which is much better, I'll be honest. Right, so what I'll do, I'll get a block and measure 2 blocks off it, and that should be fine. Let me take you with me. Oh, sorry about this. So, just sit you there for a minute. And obviously some of the little blocks that I'm getting rid of, I'm going to use one of them. Because again, oh, knackered. So we know that goes flat on the wood going across, because we see how we did that. We're trying to show you. So what I'm going to do now is literally, because that's how it would be flat on the wood. So, and as you've got one either side, if I make 1 block, 2 blocks and mark it, then that'd be how much I need to take off. And then obviously I'll do the same with another one, because I'm only going to put 2 up to hold the plastic. Don't need more than that because I did a trim around the top, so just go put 2 in the middle, more to support it more than anything else. So I'm going to crack on with that, where you just watch for 5 minutes. Oh, do that right there, and then you can just watch me do this for 5 minutes. So again, the key bit here is not to cut too much off. It's better to wedge it, to be honest. I'd much rather wedge it in there than not. Right. So now I've got that to on what I think is the ideal size. I'll just trim off the edge. Right, so got all the brackets. Again, stick them in a pocket. Just makes it all easier at the end of the day. Get the drill them into place. And again, quickness, easy, don't need any more than that. Admittedly, I've got 3 big ones and 1 small one, but that's still enough, especially because the wood's wedged in. So, put it about halfway in, but again, so double check how far the bracket can go underneath the wood. So, that 2, so, going to do that and just put a few fixings into the bracket this side. Sit one bang in the middle. And again, these will be nice and solid in there. Another fixing. You don't need loads to hold it, so I'm just going to put
3 on either side. Okay then, let's get inside the shed. Let's go to the workshop. And I'll start putting this up. So first thing I'm going to do is get these up into place. And I'm thinking they probably will wedge. So get the brackets on top, like that. Like that. So, I mean, in that house, it's going to make the shed stronger. And by putting the brackets on top as well, one, it won't make any difference to the plastic, but what it does do, like that. How cool is that? So what it does do is, well, it strengthens the shed even more. Not that you need it, but it makes it even more. So see all that there? I'm about to put the fixings into that now. And then the next bit, we'll be putting this plastic up on top. So I'm just going to screw that, and then I need to take a quick break, go and pick my daughter up and take her home, and then I'll be back and we'll show you how to put these on properly. Right, see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back. Like with anything that you try and build, I've had some issues, I'll be honest, but what project don't you ever have issues on? The issues was that the plastic sheeting that I bought for the top should have been 4 foot across. Unfortunately, it was 3 foot. So I've had to go down. B&Q's quite far away from me this time, so I'll nip down home base, which is quite near. And unfortunately, they got ones there that are almost the right width, so that's fine. And also lengthwise, a little bit short, but I think I've got around that. But the big issue is that the concertina like bends in the plastic don't line up with the B&Q ones. So it's very, very frustrating. So I think I might have to redo this plastic roof, maybe during the summer. But it's good enough for now. So I'm happy with that. It's sealed, I believe. All we need to do is wait for England to have its normal downpour, and I can at least check the roof in and see how it comes. So I'll show you where I'm up to at the moment. Pull the ladder out of the way. See, that's what I'm up to at the moment. So the roof's on. The roof is on, which is good. I'm just going to try and put the hinges on the door, get the door hung, so at least it's sort of a protection there for tonight. And then I will sort it all out and get it all sorted so that it's all sealed tomorrow with the door and everything else. But yeah, pretty pleased with it. Sturdy. It is really, really sturdy. That I'd hate to think what the weight is of that. But I may replace the roof at some point. I'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Obviously, this is going to be one other thing that I'm going to replace, is that when I made the patio area and the canopy above it, I didn't have readily money available, so I went on the buy and sell stuff for free on Facebook, and somebody was giving them away for free, so I whacked them up last year just so there's a bit of protection, and they've done a good job. Give them a due, they've done a good job, but I do want to replace them. So what I might do in August, when I get or end of July, when I get a holiday from work, I'm going to replace them, and then I'll probably replace the roofing up there. I mean, I think the roofing's completely sealed, so just got to wait for a little bit of a downpour. And then obviously, you know, like, just double check there's no little water ingresses coming in from anywhere. But on the whole, I'll be honest, show you that. On the whole, I'm pretty pleased with it, to be honest. I'm pretty pleased with it. It is awkward to try and do a lot of it on your own, I'll be honest. I mean, I had my son-in-law and daughter yesterday, which was really, really good. But today, it was a little bit of a struggle. But now I'm just going to get the door on, and then show you that with that on, and then that'll be it for today. And then tomorrow I'll be sorting out that shed, put some of the stuff from that into that, and then
that one then's going to be for storage for like push bikes, barbecue, things like that. So I'll carry on with it in a minute with the door. Other than that, we'll see how it goes. Okay, see you in a bit. Hello, welcome to the end of my project. Let me show you around what I've done. The sun's a bit bright today, so it may overshadow a little bit. I'm going to turn around and show you where I got up to. So, as I said, I had 2 sheds. So what I've actually done is moved that shed right over to the fence. And now I've sorted this out a lot. It might not look it, but that is organised, sorted, everything in its place. Now, the big construction, I will show you the end product. Yeah, I know, looks like a big TARDIS, but let me show you. All right, open up, and I will show you inside. Also, we've got the door. Like I said, I wanted to leave the walls as they were. So take it back so you can kind of see. I'm going to get rid of that TV so I can use that like as a potting table or like a workbench I can use. Plus I'm going to look at putting maybe a workbench this side to make it a little bit easier. But on the whole, I'm really pleased how it come out. To be honest, yeah, we had issues trying to do it, but 2 little lids on the outside, break it up a little bit. There's some duckies down there. So this is sturdy as you like. It is solid. Literally no movement. The weight of it, I don't think what the weight of it is. So temporarily, that roof is going to stay like that. Like I said in the last bit, when I replace the roofing on there, I'll replace the roofing on there as well. So let's take it back to me and we'll end the video here. Right, so let's get over here out of the sun a little bit as it's blinding me. All right, sit down, quick chat. Oh dear. You know, question is, did the shed go the way it was meant to? Pretty much, yeah. I'll be honest, yeah, pretty much did. We had some issues, which I explained through the whole thing. The plastic roof definitely needs to change at some point. Good news, it is sealed. It rained heavily last few days and nothing at all. So I'm very, very pleased about that. The only thing I've got to do, which I knew I might have to, is put a window in it. Not a big one, or maybe a couple of small ones or something like that. Because with the plastic roofing, it gets hot in there. So I might even change the plastic roofing to either the shaded stuff a bit more, or I might put netting under it that you like get for greenhouses or something like that. I'll just see how it goes as I do it. Now, costing. Altogether, I will flush up a bit of paper now and you will see how much it all costs together. And basically it worked out to be about half of what I'd pay for a brand new shed. So am I happy? I built one instead. Yeah, I mean, it gives you a good sense of achievement. I built it to the exact size I kind of wanted. TARDIS blue, so that's always a bonus. But no, I mean, to be honest, you know, apart from saving the money, it's a fact that I enjoy doing it as well, which is, you know, that's a bonus at the end of the day. You know, I can look at that in a year's time, 2 years' time, 5 years' time, and that'll still be standing. You know, I might have to spray it up here and there every year just to maintain and make sure it's waterproof and everything else. But apart from that, I'm really pleased with it. I will put a proper link in the end to like the B&Q and all that for people that aren't around in the UK. But yeah, I am so happy with how it's come out. What issues did I have? The plastic not quite lining up. I spoke about that earlier in the video. One little issue I had. Best laid plans, I bought some screws for it. So I started putting the screws through when I was doing the panels and everything else. And like anything, you know, no one's perfect. We all make mistakes. And that's the beauty of life. We make mistakes, but, you know, we don't let it like, govern who we are. We sort it out. And as it turned out, the screws I bought were probably a centimetre too long. So obviously I had screws coming through, so I had to grind off the edges. Come out brilliantly in the end. But yeah, really chuffed on how it come out. But yeah, I will be making some more stuff, giving advice to different people for different things. By all means, I will put my link in the video description below. Feel free, message me if you want me to try something. More than happy to. I've had some good emails off a couple of people actually, which was kind of chuffed. I mean, I'm chuffed that anyone's watching the videos, to be honest, other than my family. So yeah, we'll keep on going, keep building the channel, and hopefully I can put more on here. Obviously, you've got a holiday in, what is it, about 4 weeks or so going to Blackpool. I'll do stuff for the holiday stuff around about Blackpool and everything. And hopefully that gives some people insight what you're looking at, prices of stuff, where to go, what says around, and things like that. Because sometimes you come across things that aren't necessarily you naturally look for, like when you go Google what's around Blackpool. And then after that, I'll be doing some more practical videos, talking videos, and then obviously I'll be gearing up to go towards the big holiday end of the year for Thailand. So there will be a few videos on about Thailand before I even go. But there's so much you can talk about, all the different things that you can get up to, all the things to see out there. And then when I'm actually out there, I'll shoot the videos and upload them. So, you know, you can see them all, see how much it costs, how do you get to places and things like that. So for now, with the shed, it's a big thumbs up for me. Definitely big smiles because it worked out how I wanted it to, and it's solid, very solid. So, and main thing is, for once, I don't know how, I never injured myself. Normally, whenever I build anything, there's always cuts or embedded bits in the fingers, legs, or something like that. But no, not this time. I was really happy how it came out. So, watch out for the next video. Please like, subscribe. And hit the bell icon with these videos. It really does help. Again, I'm not a techie person, but it helps with the algorithms to reach more people, apparently. Maybe someone can tell me how that works. Right, I'm signing off now. Keep smiling and watch out for my next video. See you soon.